The Advertising Standards Council of India or ASCI completed 30 years of existence. Our consulting editor Pradyuman Maheshwari caught up with key stakeholders to talk about the relevance of the self-regulator and how it has adapted to the ever-changing market. Take a look.
Sam, it's been 30 years since ASCI was set up. What would you say, has this institution been successful and what has it been its contribution?
I think ASCI has been wildly successful, to put it very mildly. I think ASCI today is recognized not only by the Indian advertising, media and marketing community, it's also recognized by the government. The government actively supports ASCI, and I think if not for ASCI, I don't know how much freedom and what kind of advertising we would have had in this country.
There are many marketers who are hauled up by ASCI's complaints committee, and often these ads are crafted by the world's best agencies. Why do you think, despite being hauled up, etc., some of the top marketers are repeating the mistakes?
With the role that ASCI has, they have to regulate the kind of advertising that Indian consumers consume, and it should not be misleading, etc. So even after the best creative minds have created the best advertising, I think ASCI has a role to play. And once ASCI, the board of ASCI, the CC of ASCI thinks that the advertising is not appropriate, I think it's best for the companies to scale it down and go and rethink about their advertising.
And do you think advertisers are generally happy with the decisions taken?
There are difference of opinions all the time. I don't think it's a question of being happy or unhappy. It's a question of convincing the ASCI board that what you've said is either has a scientific base or is proven, or there are test results to show it. And if that cannot be proven by the advertiser, then ASCI does not want this kind of a misleading advertising to go on. I think from that point of view, ASCI's role is very clear, that they are defending the consumer, who's the king.
Reaction of advertisers is always the same. They are ecstatic, if what they have complained against gets upheld, and they feel ASCI is fantastic. But all hell breaks loose with the same advertiser when their own ad gets held up by ASCI.
Shweta, you mentioned about proactively looking at the monitoring of television and print, but there's a fair amount of advertising which is now happening on digital and mobile, and some of the stuff which is there on the mobile via SMSs is suspect. Are you looking at monitoring that at all?
Oh yes, definitely. And even now, for that matter, all media is covered in ASCI's remit. So it's not just TV or print media. Even as of today, we do receive complaints about promotional material. We do receive complaints about website advertisement, SMSs, or even mobile apps. And e-commerce has really changed the game, and people are coming forward and complaining about various claims being made on e-commerce portals.
Sam, you mentioned about the fact that people, most agencies who produce these ads, they do accept ASCI's decision. But the fact of the matter is that a lot of advertising that you see in publications, in print and television, is not released through advertising agencies. So are you really able to police them at all?
The majority of the problems we have in enforcing our judgment is with very small advertisers, who sometimes release directly, and these have mainly been in the area of education and health. So some 3-4 years ago, we actually took a number of steps to get behind these two categories, and I'm happy to tell you that today we believe that the matter is substantially under control compared to what it was 3 or 4 years ago.
But the fact of the matter is that by the time the decision is taken, an advertiser has already inserted several ads in the papers or on television, so the damage is kind of done.
most of the times with the major advertisers where several inserts have been done, etc., etc., are not done with a malice in mind. It is generally a question of interpretation. Also, you should remember what Shweta said. Shweta said that now the complaints come in through electronically. They also have a mobile app, I think, now. They have a social media presence. So it comes like that. It can come within the first 2 exposures in TV, the complaint to them. And if it's a fast track complaint, then it can go to ASCI CCC within 4-5 days. But it's only fair that if a complaint comes, then whoever is the defendant gets 3-4-5 working days, like she said, to defend a complaint. That's how all governing bodies work. So that much time, of course, is available.
There was a time when we used to take about 2 months, from complaint to final decision. Today, with Shweta's efficient team and some few new systems in place, we are now down to
12 average.
We are now down to 12 days. The other thing I'd like to tell you is, because of this problem, what we did some years ago, we started a fast track procedure. If 2 of our members or one of our members has an issue with an ad released by another member, there is a facility for the member to complain through a fast track procedure, and then we take a decision even faster, and under this system then we allow for a personal hearing. A separate fast track CCC is immediately set up, and the people who created the ad are also brought in, and a decision is taken by the end of the meeting.
For every upheld decision gets published, the brand manager is responsible and accountable. For they have to protect the brand equity, and the consumers' confidence in the brand really matters. So I think that's important.
That's exactly what I was saying, that the decision can come super fast in the fast track ASCI CCC. And once the decision is against the advertiser, actually it's up to the advertiser to rebuild that brand. It's not easy, so nobody wants to do that. One, the money is huge. 2, the brand image loss is even bigger.
Any wish list for ASCI? What would you like ASCI to achieve in the next year or so?
I think we can go down to 7 days from complaint and still follow due procedure of giving somebody 4 or 5 days, which is tested and certified, as Sam said.
I cannot think of any immediate gaps that we have in ASCI, because over the last few years we have plugged many gaps. However, I think I'd like to make an appeal, number 1, to consumers in India to please take note of ASCI, to make them aware that there is an institution like ASCI who they can go to. It's completely free of cost. We address every single complaint that comes to us, as long as it's valid and accompanied with the necessary relevant information.
The major achievement for us this year was tie-up with Department of Consumer Affairs, because this is saluting self-regulation. So closer collaboration with the regulatory agencies. So for example, we already have recognition from the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, because ASCI code is recognized in the Cable Television Network Regulation Act. In year 2006 it was recognized. Department of Consumer Affairs is a very recent development. We do get complaints from the Ministry of Health as well as the state FDA authorities also. So they are recognizing ASCI as a body, to expert body to whom they can go to. With FSSAI also we are in a dialogue, and very preliminary discussions happen. So more and more regulatory agencies are recognizing the role of ASCI. So increasing this collaboration further is my first wish. And second wish is, as Sam said, for consumers, they need to understand that the power is in their hands.
Great, thank you, and congratulations on turning 30.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
Thank you.